Hey man, what's up? What's going on? It's your Brandon boy, Brandon Bird. I'm doing not really a fun fact. I'm going into straight historic and facts and numbers. How you guys doing today? Right now just getting back into Houston again. Came from New Orleans. It was all right. But yeah, man, I just wanted to really jump in it, and talk about, the actual death toll of the slave trade. In school in America, they normally teach everybody, they didn't really give an actual number, but they say estimate maybe around 8 million parents. Well, the UN a couple years ago, they published the death toll. This is globally. We're not really talking about, this is a global death toll that I'm really getting with. Because, the slave trade was an international. It involved 3 continents. I always tell people, slaves didn't. It was actually a 4 continent stopping. You had Africa, South America, North America, but you also had some slaves go to Europe as well. So you had a lot of hands. It was very international at that time. It's like I said, slave trade started around the 1500s and ended like in around the 1800s, early 1800s. But they gave the death toll about, it was like 8 million. And that was in the school. That was in the United States. And I'm thinking of Europe and UN. They came with the death toll count. It actually doubled. It went from 17 million that perished. But new studies came. Definitely going to leave the link. It was a couple people, historian, but it was a lot of different stories, not just in Europe, but you had some from South America, some from Africa, a lot of people from Africa and North America. And they did the tally for the death toll for the slave trade, and it actually was almost 150 million. Now the 150 million that died, half of that was children. So you're looking at close to about maybe between 60 to 75 million children, parents, on during that slave trade, and it's just outstanding. I just never thought something like that. Just the number of it, the sheer number of it. To me, that's a Holocaust. That's almost 250 million people died. Even though everybody, you look at the span, it was during a 300-year era. Yeah, but man, even 300 fucking years, man. 150 million people dying. I'm just saying. Don't get me wrong. It took centuries for that number to be that high, but just the sheer number of death and just loss of life. The only thing I get mad about is why the school system, the education system, just don't say it. Why they try, especially in the United States, they make the number so small. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about 8 million. I'm like, wow, man, 8 million. It's still a lot. Anything with even with a couple 100,000, it's a lot. It's a lot of loss. That's a lot. That's a mass loss of life. All right. But to minimize it, to minimize the destruction that slavery partake towards the African people at that time, our ancestors, that's a slap in the face in my eyes, and that should be a slap in the face in every black person, not just here in the United States, but all over the world, at least in the fourth continent, it should be a slap in the face. Um, just the magnitude of it. Um, I know a lot of people been saying, um, well, that's in the past, 300 years. Don't really matter. It could be 20 years. It could be 1,000 years. I don't justify slavery. No man should ever own another man. That's evil beyond evil. That's no soul. To me, you don't have a soul. But I mean, can I say you don't have a soul? You're just a beast. That's all it is. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the link in the description, man. This is really the only thing I think I'm disappointed in the United States education system is how much they lie and how much they withhold a lot of information that needs to be out there. That's why. That's why, for some reason, that's why America is so goddamn slow in a lot of these sections of education. Because you got a school, you got a government that take education and they don't care. I don't think, to me, they don't care, but they also don't want to share it. Like I said, knowledge is power, but like I said, coward normally run away from knowledge. But like I said, I'll leave you guys with the link. You can check it out, and I'll hit you guys with another share. All right, one.